What I wanted to say today is we're proud to report that Jordan Tourism Board, in partnership with Royal Jordanian, G Adventures, and we're here hosting the conference for Travel Agent Next Door. And we want to thank you all for all your efforts and the amazing work we've done together. The Travel Agent Next Door is Canada's largest host travel agency with over 1,200 travel advisors in Canada. And they cover all provinces in Canada, and they're just an amazing partner of ours. In April of last year, I attended their conference in Mexico, and that's where we actually revealed, we kept it a secret for the longest time, and then that's when we revealed that Jordan is going to be the destination for 2024. And I remember it was met with a standing ovation, which I think was absolutely amazing, and it just shows the commitment that the travel advisors and the travel trade in Canada has, the sentiment and how much love they're given to the Jordan product and the Jordan people at the destination. I'm also happy to report that when the conference was opened for registration last year, it was sold out in 47 seconds, which is something that's never happened before, so it's also an amazing thing, so we want to make sure we highlight that. And it is also important to note that this is TAN's 10th anniversary, and we want to tell you congratulations and thank you for being here with us today. On our panel today, we have the Director General of the Jordan Tourism Board, and then we have Fleming Christel, the founder and president of the Travel Agent Next Door. We also have David Green, the Managing Director of G Adventures Canada and the Vice President of Sales and Customer Operations globally. And then we also have our good friend Karim Makhlouf, the Chief Commercial Officer for Royal Jordanian. So I would like to, and with this, I would like to give it to Dr. Razak to get started. Thank you.
Thank you, Omar. Allow me just, maybe I will speak in two languages, but definitely, we, as you are our guests, we'll start with your language, which is we proud of, the English language. It's a great pleasure, Mr. Fleming, David. Thank you very much for making this happen here in Jordan. And it's a great pleasure to have you here in Jordan. Choosing Jordan as the destination for this conference, it's highly appreciated and valuable for Jordan. We need to congratulate you for the 10th meeting here, and choosing Jordan is very important, especially in these days. We highly appreciate that, and hopefully that you have a successful and fruitful and constructive meeting with your travel agents and tour operators. As Jordan Tourism Board, also we highly appreciate the support from our friends, our partners, Royal Jordanian. We are partners and making this happen and bringing all our guests to our lovely country. Conducting this conference in this area, in the Dead Sea, also it's meaningful for us, especially for these tour operators and travel agents from Canada, where always being resilient, supporting, despite of all the event circumstances, Jordan remains as a destination of choice for the tour operators and travel agents. And we highly appreciate this partnership with our friends from Canada, and definitely PT and as the big hosting agency in Canada. We highly appreciate your support, and we really value our partnership with you. Just speaking about the Canadian market, as you know, last year we just received 45,000 Canadian tourists to Jordan. Hopefully this year we'll have more. We will work together, taking this opportunity to have our friends and partners, tour operators, travel agents, exploring the country and focusing more on the local experiences. And I want just to elaborate more about this. I'm personally very supportive to the local community projects, where your organization has been supporting these projects and the small and medium enterprises in Jordan. If you remember, David and Fleming, we started with I think 12 meaningful travel map experiences within the travel map. Now we are towards 700. 250 are ready. Hopefully that you will have the chance to visit them And your support, you will see it by your eyes, how they became successful businesses. Most of them are managed by women, and it's aligned with your strategy to empower and support your community, especially the women empowerment. I will not talk more about this, but again, we highly appreciate that, and hopefully that you will have a successful meeting. I will convert now to Arabic, if you allow me, Mr. Fleming. بدي أشكر زميلاتنا وزملائنا من القطاع الصحفي. وجودكم معنا اليوم مقدر ومثمن عاليا. دائما شركائنا ودائما الوجوه اللي بنشوفها معاي كمدير عام هيئة وزملائي كمدير عام تنشيط السياحة ومناسبات الوزارة، والمحتوى اللي بتحطوه عن السياحة مقدر، وانتم دائما سفراء. وجودكم معنا اليوم اعزائنا الصحفيين والاعلاميين لتغطية هذا الحدث المهم. وجود اكثر من 320 مكتب سياحة كندي واختاروا الاردن بعقد مؤتمرهم السنوي. هذه رسالة للعالم أن الأردن هو المكان الأفضل، المكان الأقرب إلى قلوب وعقول العالم، الذي دائما احنا جلالة الملك بدوره السياسي، دورنا احنا كوزارة السياحة وهيئة تنشيط السياحة من خلال تفاعلنا مع الجهات الدولية عم بثمر. هناك ثقة في الأردن كدولة، هناك ثقة في المنتج السياحي الأردني، هناك ثقة في ناقلنا الوطني الملكية الأردنية. بالتالي احنا وجودكم معنا لتغطية هذا الحدث مهم جدا بالنسبة لنا، واحنا جاهزين لأي أسئلة إن شاء الله. بس خلص بدي أترك المجال لزملائي الموجودين معنا ضيوفنا حتى يشاركوا معكم ويعطوا شوية انسايتس عن هذا المؤتمر. مرة ثانية شكرا لكم جميعا وجودكم معنا. برحب برضو بأصدقائنا الصحفيين والإعلاميين من كندا. I would like to welcome our journalists and media from Canada also. Thank you for being with us today. Hopefully that you will have a successful meeting and you will enjoy your time in Jordan. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dr. Abed.
So to the Jordanian Ministry of Tourism, the amount of support and the amount of help that they did, not necessarily financial, they certainly did help, but really their help in making sure that we had a very pleasant experience. I've been doing this for over 30 years, and we deal, G-Adventure deals with Atlas Tours here in Jordan, and you all have something to be very proud of with Atlas Tours. To give you an idea of working with this organization, I've never in my career, and I've worked in this for 30 years working with ground operators, ever worked with a company that was so accommodating and supportive and helpful. Why is that important? Because I think it really gives a good understanding of the Jordanian people and how kind everybody staying at the hotel says that the Jordanians are some of the nicest, kindest, warmest hearted people that they've ever met. And I believe that to be very true. And Atlas Tours has done that. But they got that experience when they got on Royal Jordanian Airlines. And he couldn't believe not only the service, and I'm not a commercial for any of these folks, just so you know, but the service, the seats, the pleasantry of the people gave him a good idea about what Jordan is. What is a shame is what's happening next door with your neighbors, because it makes some North American people concerned about coming. Omar is 100% right. I just want you to think about that. We had over 280 people register within 47 seconds. 47 seconds of when we opened up registration. Never in the history has that ever happened, because they wanted to come see Jordan. It was their dream country to come see and meet you and your fellow Jordanians. And even through all the things that have happened since October, you guys, of course, Jordan has been inadvertently affected by that. People still want to come here. And we're so, so happy. All I can tell you is that what's happening here is going to open up a lot of people to Jordan that may have thought something different. Our press that are here from Canada are posting, and we're posting, and the amount of comments about how beautiful Jordan is over the top. But I can just say we're so, so lucky. Shukran.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it. David, you want to say a few words?
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is David Green. I'm the Managing Director for G Ventures in Canada and the Global VP of Sales and Customer Operations. As Omar said, I was fortunate enough to go to a Jordan Tourism Board function in Toronto in Canada, and that's where I met Kareem. And we had a conversation around what could we do differently. Royal Jordanian was looking to break into the market, be a disruptor in the market, and that's exactly what we do at G Adventures. For those that don't know, G Adventures is a small group touring company. We actually specialise in moving people in groups of 16 or lower. Just to emphasise, this group is 300 people, so it's been a huge task. But we are exceedingly proud of the work that we do with our local DMC here, Atlas Tours. We want to say a huge thank you for them. And for me personally, like, Jordan has become a second home. It's my 4th time here in the last 2 years. And it's a passion of mine. When we looked at how we bring more people to Jordan, there was really only one partner that we thought of, and that was the travel agent next door. They're the largest home networking group in Canada, all independent agents. Fleming and his team have done a phenomenal job in growing the business there. And the last thing I did today was run a session on market trends for 2024. And I asked the group, like, what do you think the #1 trend has the potential to be in 2024 and 2025? What destination? And everyone shouted out Jordan. And the reason that that happens is because the vast majority of people are here for the first time. A destination that they've never been to, a dream destination, and it was their host agency that made that happen. So on behalf of G Adventures, I just want to say a huge happy 10th anniversary and thank you for all the work that we do. To Royal Jordanian, we could not have done this without you, Kareem. So thank you for being at that tourist board function that evening, because really it was that moment that got us here. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, David. And I want to, before I give it to you, Kareem, to give us a few words, I want to say that the conference was actually, we took the entire conference to Jordan from Toronto on a chartered flight from RJ. The first time we've ever done anything like this from North America. And it was aboard the 787-8 Dreamliner, and we have them going back on the same plane as well, back to Toronto. So this is not just the conference itself, but it was an amazing thing that we could put together. So before I give it to you, I just want to say thank you to RJ, thank you to our partners, but RJ, you guys made it happen. Thank you. Please let us know.
Yeah, thank you, Omar. Thank you, everyone here on the podium. I think what we did is exactly describing the new strategy of Royal Jordanian Airlines. We are committed to bring tourists into Jordan, and Royal Jordanian Airlines is growing. We are growing by 20 additional aircraft in the next 3 years, and all of these aircraft are supposed to bring tourists. I'm happy that next year we are getting the 787-9, which is the next generation of the Dreamliner, and we are planning to expand our routes to the US and to Canada. And that's why I'm extremely happy that today we have the experts here, the travel agents next door, the biggest association, to really promote Jordan as such. And this is where the country primarily and RJ as airline will benefit. And this is why Royal Jordanian is so much into these events, together with our colleagues from the Jordan Tourism Board. And it's really a pleasure to have you here to celebrate with you. And we look forward to welcome many, many more tourists from Canada in the next couple of years and months. Thanks.
Thank you. And just want to say some closing remarks. I just want to thank everybody here for being part of this and sharing your voice and the story, and the stories of our amazing partners and just Jordan in general. What I also wanted to say is the spirit of partnership is when you bring in some amazing brands that work together, we can make magical things happen. So we really hope that your 10th anniversary is magical, Jordan is. So thank you very much for that. And I want to thank our esteemed panelists, and I want to thank everybody in attendance. And I think we have a few minutes maybe for a couple of questions. But maybe, I know I promised to give you guys time to ask some questions. So if you have any questions, or anyone on the panel? No? Yeah? Go ahead.
Hello, Michael Piag from PAX News, based in Toronto, Canada. Jordan travel agents. It seems like these two communities work really well together. We've certainly witnessed that over the past few days that we've been here. I was wondering if you could explain why you think that is.
Who's this question for?
Whoever would like to answer.
That's not it?
One from me, that's only. That's I will continue, so you can start.
Fleming, maybe you can start.
Well, I think is that it's very clear what the Jordan Tourist Board is set up to do. You don't always see that from tourist boards. We work with literally hundreds of tourist boards, and I think the Jordanian Tourist Board has been really keen on doing one simple thing: get people to Jordan. I believe that if people see Jordan, meet the Jordanians, I think it's life-changing for most people. Not only do you have great history, but most trips that are taken and why people recommend a destination has to do with the service that they receive in the group of people that take care of the tourists. At least all the people I've met.
Products and services. Royal Jordan definitely testing the service, the quality of this comfortable travel with the airlines. It's very important to make sure that the travel agent and the tour operator are selling the best service to their clients. Every month in Jordan we have something new to introduce. The tremendous growth in the local community experiences and the support from the government, let's say, encourage most of the Jordanians to be more engaged, to develop and create more and lovely experiences to their clients. If you just, it's a joke in Jordan, maybe comparing to the restaurants of shawarma, to the population, I think Jordan, we have maybe the most number of restaurants of shawarma in the world. I think we have a lot of shawarma restaurants in the country. This is very important also to engage more, communicate more, sending and convey the right message about the country, that Jordan is safe. Always, as you said, we witness a decrease in the number of tourists to Jordan. Convincing the world that Jordan is the safe or the calm house between the noisy neighbors. It's very difficult, but I think the journalists and the media and the user-generated content coming from the journalists, from the influencers, is very important to communicate, send the message about real Jordan, authentic Jordan. So all of this definitely within this conference, both parties will benefit from such an event. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr.
عادة بالعكس انه السنه اللي بعديها في زياده بتكون على الطلب، لانه بيكون في انت بتبني نوع من العلاقه الخاصه ما بين الدوله ومكاتب السياحه الاردنيه. بالتاكيد اختيار الاردن كان جهود مشتركه، كان بشكر اخوي نزار السيتي مكتب اطلس سياحه بصفه هو احد اعضاء الهيئه، بشكر الملكيه، هيئه تنشيط سياحه، مكتب هيئه تنشيط سياحه في امريكا عمر معنا، وديدري بكندا، وافريل برضه، كله كان جهود مشتركه حتى انه قدمنا انه يجوا على الاردن. وجود هذا المؤتمر هو في هذا الوقت بالذات مهم. رساله للعالم انه الاردن هو الموقع الاساسي للسياحه، الاردن هو الكينجدوم اوف تايم، مملكه الزمن، الاردن هو اللي فيه التنوع، الاردن هو فيه سياحه، سواء سياحه علاجيه، سياحه مؤتمرات. فهذا المكاتب السياحه بيبيعوا اكثر من منتج، يعني سياحه تاريخ واثار، بيبيعوا سياحه ترفيهيه، سياحه مغامره، من ضمنها السياحه الاستشفائيه، فكل انواع السياحه احنا رح نرفع عليهم، وبالتالي انت رح يجوا على الاردن هون، وانا متاكد النتائج رح تكون السنه الجايه عظيمه جدا.
With that, we would like to end our press conference. Thank you so much for your attendance, thank you for our esteemed panelists, and thank you. Have a wonderful rest of your evening.
Thank you. Thank you. We deal, G-Adventure deals with Atlas Tours here in Jordan, and you all have something to be very proud of with Atlas Tours. To give you an idea of working with this organization, I've never in my career, and I've worked in this for 30 years working with ground operators, ever worked with a company that was so accommodating and supportive and helpful. Why is that important? Because I think it really gives a good understanding of the Jordanian people and how kind everybody staying at the hotel says that the Jordanians are some of the nicest, kindest, warmest hearted people.
How we bring more people to Jordan. There was really only one partner that we thought of, and that was the travel agent next door. They're the largest home networking group in Canada, all independent agents. Fleming and his team have done a phenomenal job in growing the business there. The last thing I did today was run a session on market trends for 2024. And I asked the group, like, what do you think the number one trend has the potential to be in 2024 and 2025? What destination? And everyone shouted out Jordan. And the reason that that happened is because the vast majority of people are here for the first time. A destination that they've never been to, a dream destination, and it was their host agency that made that happen. So on behalf of G Adventures,